Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before we begin this video, don't forget to give it a like. It truly encourages us to keep sharing beneficial content, inshallah. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our future videos on faith, spirituality, and Islamic reminders. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you, and enjoy the video. There are moments in life when your heart feels something you can't quite explain. You start thinking about a certain person repeatedly. You don't know why, but they suddenly appear in your dreams, or their name shows up in random conversations. Sometimes, your soul begins to sense a presence that hasn't even physically appeared yet. In Islam, we are taught that nothing happens by coincidence. Every whisper of the heart, every repetition of a name in your mind, every dream that lingers after you wake up, it all can be a part of Allah's subtle way of communicating something deeper to you. When someone begins to think of you, long for you, or feel a connection to you, sometimes Allah allows your soul to sense it, even before words are spoken. This kind of connection is not of the dunya. It's not physical, it's not logical. It's spiritual. And when Allah wants two souls to meet, He begins to prepare the heart of each one long before they ever speak. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Souls are like recruited soldiers. Those who recognize each other will come together." This means that souls who are meant to be united already recognize one another from a realm beyond this physical world. Sometimes, what you're feeling isn't just your own emotion. It's a reflection of another person thinking of you, praying about you, or even asking Allah to bring them closer to you. You may notice signs in your daily life that feel too consistent to be mere coincidence. You might keep seeing their initials, hearing their favorite song, or noticing reminders of moments you shared, even if you haven't spoken in weeks or months. Your heart may be trying to tell you that something is shifting. In Islam, we believe the heart is not just a vessel for emotion. It is a place of divine understanding. Allah places within the hearts of His servants knowledge that cannot be found in books or explained by logic. It is known as farasa, a spiritual insight given to the believers. This connection can manifest in many subtle ways. Perhaps you're reading Quran, and a verse reminds you of that person. Or you make dua, and their name suddenly comes to mind, even though you didn't intend to think about them. These aren't distractions. They may be gentle signs. Maybe Allah is trying to tell you, this person is thinking of you too. Their heart is turning toward you. Be still and trust my plan. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that the hearts of people are between the fingers of Allah, and He turns them however He wills. If someone's heart is turning toward you sincerely, Allah can make your heart feel it too. There are times when the silence of someone else doesn't mean absence. It could mean hesitation, prayer, waiting for the right moment. Allah might be holding them back so they can become the best version of themselves before approaching you. Or perhaps He's strengthening your soul so that when they do come forward, you're not depending on them. You're rooted in Him. Because when two people are brought together by Allah, the connection is never rushed, never forced. It is wrapped in patience, built with faith, and protected by divine timing. If you find yourself unable to shake the feeling that someone is on their way to you, don't dismiss it. Instead, take it to your prayer mat. Talk to Allah about what you're sensing. Ask Him for clarity, for signs, for protection. Sometimes, the reason you feel someone thinking of you is because their dua is reaching you before they do. Maybe they're asking Allah to make a way toward you, to remove obstacles, to give them the courage to speak. And without realizing it, your heart is receiving the signal. This is not superstition. It is trust in the unseen. In Islam, we believe in the unseen world, in what we cannot perceive with our eyes. The Quran begins by describing the believers as those who believe in the unseen. That includes trusting that what is happening behind the scenes in your life is being arranged by the most merciful. Maybe someone is sitting right now with a heavy heart, praying to find the words to tell you how they feel. Maybe they're scared of rejection or unsure of your reaction. But Allah is not a God of confusion. He is the one who aligns souls when the time is right. The comfort is this: if it's meant by Allah, no one can block it. Not time, not distance, not fear. The heart you feel drawn to might be feeling the same tug. And when the time comes, the words will not feel awkward or forced. They will feel like a homecoming. Until then, allow your heart to be in a state of stillness and reliance. Keep your connection with Allah strong, and ask Him to either confirm your feelings with peace or remove what is not written for you with gentleness. Your heart is not lying to you. You're not imagining things. If you're feeling a spiritual pull, a deep knowing that someone is thinking of you and getting ready to speak, maybe it's because Allah is allowing your soul to prepare too. It is a sacred moment when two souls destined to meet begin to move toward each other in silence, guided not by their own will, but by the one who created them both. There's a profound wisdom in the timing of every event in our lives, especially when it comes to relationships and matters of the heart. When someone who once seemed distant suddenly feels ready to reconnect, it is not by chance or mere coincidence. Allah, in His infinite knowledge and mercy, orchestrates every reunion, every conversation, and every opportunity for closeness at the perfect moment. This moment is never too early nor too late. It is always exactly when the hearts and souls are prepared, when both parties have grown, healed, and are spiritually ready to embark on a new chapter together. In life, we often desire immediate answers and instant reunions. When silence lingers, our minds can become filled with doubt, anxiety, or even despair. Yet, from an Islamic perspective, this silence is part of a divine process. Allah uses periods of separation to teach us patience, to allow us to focus on self-improvement, and to strengthen our reliance upon Him alone. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The best of people are those who are most beneficial to others. But before we can be truly beneficial in any relationship, we must become the best version of ourselves." Sometimes, this means walking alone for a time, learning valuable lessons that only solitude can teach. This waiting period is not a punishment or a setback. Rather, it is a stage of preparation ordained by Allah. Hearts are not ready to meet until they have been softened by time, prayer, and reflection. The wounds of past mistakes, misunderstandings, or hurt feelings need healing. And this healing can only come through sincere dua, self-awareness, and trust in Allah's plan. When Allah sees that both individuals have taken the necessary steps towards growth, both spiritually and emotionally, He begins to bring them back together. The concept of divine timing aligns with the Islamic belief in Qadar, the predestination that Allah has decreed for everything in the universe. While humans have free will, everything unfolds according to the knowledge and wisdom of Allah, who knows what is best for His servants. Sometimes, what we desire today might not be what is best for us at this moment. The delay, the distance, and the silence might be Allah's way of protecting us from what we are not yet ready to handle or from what could cause us harm. He is the most wise and most merciful. When this person is ready to come back and speak to you, it means their heart has undergone this divine process of preparation as well. They have prayed, they have reflected, and they have gained clarity. This readiness is a blessing, not only for them, but also for you. It means the timing is ripe for honesty, openness, and sincerity. No longer will the conversation be clouded by confusion or doubt. Instead, it will be an exchange born out of maturity, understanding, and trust in Allah's plan. Moreover, Allah's timing is perfect because He considers all unseen factors, the hidden struggles, the unseen intentions, and the unspoken fears. While you may only see the surface, the silence, or the delay, Allah sees the heart's true condition. He knows if this person is sincere, if their intentions are pure, and if their readiness is genuine. When Allah decides to bring two hearts together, He ensures the path is clear of obstacles, whether they are emotional barriers, misunderstandings, or external circumstances. The readiness of this person to speak with you is also a sign of their submission to Allah's will. They have likely sought guidance through istikhara, the prayer for seeking the best path, and patiently waited for the right moment to act. Their coming forward is not impulsive or driven by fleeting emotion. It is a result of spiritual clarity and acceptance. This is a critical difference because relationships built on divine timing have a stronger foundation. They are supported by faith and trust, not by desperation or impatience. In this moment of divine timing, it is essential for you to also prepare yourself mentally and spiritually. Recognize that this person's readiness to reconnect is a mercy from Allah, a chance for both of you to grow closer under His guidance. It is not the end of your journey, but a new beginning, one that requires continued patience, respect, and sincere dua for Allah's blessings and protection. Remember that Allah's timing may sometimes differ from your own desires or expectations. You may feel anxious or eager for things to happen sooner. But the beauty of trusting Allah's timing is knowing that He never delays what is good for you, nor does He hasten what could harm you. Your heart's yearning is recognized, and Allah responds in the best way, sometimes by bringing that person back when the moment is right, a moment that is far better than anything you could have imagined. This moment also serves as a reminder of Allah's mercy and control over all affairs. When you see this person ready to reach out, recognize it as a confirmation that Allah is answering your prayers. It is a sign that He hears your du'as and is actively working behind the scenes to fulfill what is best for you. Trust that this reconnection is part of His greater plan for your happiness, growth, and success in both this life and the hereafter. In conclusion, the readiness of someone to speak with you now is a powerful testament to the perfection of divine timing. It means that the hearts have been shaped by Allah's wisdom, that healing has taken place, and that blessings are about to unfold. It calls you to embrace patience, faith, and gratitude, knowing that Allah's plan is unfolding exactly as it should. Your time has come, not by chance, but by divine decree, and this reunion carries the potential to transform your life in ways you have yet to fully understand. Before entering into a meaningful conversation with someone who has been on your heart and mind, it is essential to prepare yourself, not just emotionally, but spiritually. This preparation is more than just gathering your thoughts or rehearsing what to say. It is about cleansing your heart, grounding your intentions, and seeking guidance from Allah to ensure that the meeting unfolds with sincerity, clarity, and peace. First and foremost, purification of the heart is key. Islam teaches that the heart is the seat of faith and intention. When your heart is free from jealousy, anger, resentment, or impatience, it becomes fertile ground for love, understanding, and compassion to grow. Take time to reflect on your feelings. Are your intentions pure? Are you seeking this connection to fulfill a genuine purpose, or is it driven by loneliness, fear, or pressure? This honest self-examination is crucial because Allah looks at the sincerity behind actions. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Actions are judged by intentions." Before you engage in any deep conversation, ensure that your intention is to build something good, rooted in respect and mutual benefit. Dua, or supplication, is a powerful tool in preparing yourself spiritually. Ask Allah to guide your heart, to make the conversation easy, and to open doors of understanding. The prayer of istikhara is particularly important. It is the prayer for seeking guidance when making a decision. When you perform istikhara, you are asking Allah to show you the best path, to remove doubts, and to grant peace to your heart. Through this prayer, you acknowledge that Allah knows best what is good for you, and you surrender the outcome to His wisdom. Patience is another essential element. Sometimes, before a meaningful conversation happens, there's an internal waiting period where doubts or fears may try to creep in. You may feel uncertain about what will be said or how the other person will respond. Islam encourages believers to exercise patience, sabr, during such times. Trust that Allah is preparing both of you in ways unseen. Remember the verse from the Quran, "Indeed, Allah is with the patient." Surah Al-Baqarah 2:153. Being patient is not passive waiting. It is an active state of faith, hope, and reliance on Allah. Mental clarity is also vital. The heart may be heavy or clouded with emotions, but before speaking with someone important, strive to approach the conversation with calmness and a clear mind. Take moments to breathe deeply reflect, and remind yourself that this encounter is under Allah's control. When your mind is clear, you can listen better, express yourself more honestly, and respond with wisdom rather than reaction. Finally, embrace humility. Recognize that no matter how prepared you feel, everything ultimately rests in Allah's hands. Be ready to accept outcomes that may not align exactly with your hopes. Sometimes, Allah's plan includes lessons or tests through these conversations. By maintaining humility, you open your heart to whatever wisdom Allah has decreed for you. Preparing spiritually for this conversation is an act of worship itself. It aligns your heart with divine guidance and ensures that when the moment comes, you meet it not only with words, but with faith, sincerity, and peace. Through this preparation, you invite Allah's blessings into your connection, making it a source of mercy and growth for both of you. When Allah brings two people together, it is often for reasons far deeper than what meets the eye. This connection is rarely just about companionship or simple affection. It carries a purpose woven by the divine, a greater wisdom that shapes your path and nurtures your soul's growth. When you sense that someone wants you and is ready to speak with you, it may be the beginning of a transformative journey ordained by Allah, one that can impact your life in ways you may not yet understand. Relationships in Islam are not merely emotional bonds. They are spiritual covenants. Allah sometimes sends people into our lives to serve as tests, teachers, or sources of blessing. The person who approaches you might be an instrument through which Allah will bring healing to your heart, increase your faith, or help you overcome trials. They may encourage you to become more patient, compassionate, or grateful. Sometimes, they reflect qualities that Allah wants you to develop within yourself, acting as mirrors to your inner growth. Moreover, this connection might be part of a divine plan that leads you closer to Allah. When two hearts are united with sincere intentions, the relationship becomes a means of worship and spiritual elevation. Together, you can support one another in fulfilling religious duties, encouraging good deeds, and seeking Allah's pleasure. Such relationships are sources of tranquility and mercy, as described in the Quran. And among His signs is that He created for you from yourselves mates that you may find tranquility in them, and He placed between you affection and mercy. Surah Ar-Rum 30:21. It is also important to recognize that not all divine connections lead to lifelong companionship. Some people come into our lives temporarily, but leave lasting impressions, lessons, wisdom, or change perspectives that shape who we become. Whether this person remains by your side or only passes through, Allah uses every encounter for your ultimate benefit. The key is to trust that every meeting, every conversation, and every exchange has a purpose under Allah's plan. Furthermore, the arrival of someone who is ready to speak may also be a test of your own character. It challenges you to act with kindness, patience, and integrity. It asks you to balance hope with prudence, openness with wisdom. By embracing this divine opportunity with the right mindset, you grow not just in love but in faith, humility, and understanding. Remember, Allah's wisdom surpasses human comprehension. What you perceive as a simple reunion might be the beginning of profound spiritual growth or a turning point in your life. The readiness of this person is a sign that Allah's plan is unfolding, a plan designed for your ultimate good in this world and the hereafter. In embracing this connection, open your heart with trust and gratitude. Seek Allah's guidance every step of the way and remain mindful that every blessing carries responsibility. Your connection is a gift, a chance to grow closer to Allah and fulfill your purpose. Trust that with sincere intentions and reliance on Him, this relationship, whatever shape it takes, will be a source of peace, strength, and mercy in your journey through life. May Allah bless you and guide you to a life filled with mercy, love, and tranquility.